The Joe Rogan Experience.
People steal everything.
Did you see this? This is me in high school, Duncan Trussell.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that? Unfucking believable.
Joey's on the far right. That's insane.
Look at my
you were
shoulders.
so cute.
Check out the sexy
Lucky
legs.
7.
Yep.
Can you get it so just his whole body fills the screen?
No, I was 44. There was no Lucky 7.
Yeah, like that. Look at that. Wow. That's so crazy. Wow. Look at you, dude. So how old are you in this picture? 14. God damn, Joe, you cute. You're cute as a button.
And look at David Ruiz.
Turn around and talk into the microphone so other people can hear this too.
That kid right
Look,
there.
Joey,
with
it's
the
up
afro,
on this screen too.
That kid with the afro was a very interesting story.
This guy right here?
Because we were a horrible basketball team at McKinley.
Can you go full screen, Brian?
And he moved in to our
the
neighborhood.
Does it do that?
He could jump. He was 5'8", but this kid could fucking jump like Julius Erving. So he was Dominican. His name was Louis Hernandez. I'm from Jersey. They just planned it. They just cut it short and called him Louis the Nigger. They said, fuck it. We don't care if he's Dominican. We're not going to even think about that. We're just going to. This is David Ruiz. He's still around.
They called him that to his face, too.
Like Louis the Nigger. And when we were in the
And did he get pissed?
Fuck you, bitch. Yeah, he was a tough kid.
Did he get mad at you when you called him?
Sometimes. Like, I think he bitch slapped 2 or 3 people. But the best thing he did was, we used to do acid. When we first started smoking weed in the 8th grade, we go behind the soccer field in North Bergen, and he let us blow smoke into his afro and see the smoke come out of the afro. How cool was he?
I remember that. I remember you telling me that.
This was the crew. So I knew all these motherfuckers. Scroll down to the, all right, this kid here's, up. That kid there was David Black. We graduated together, and I knew him after the fact. And one night he came into Joe and Mary. He's like, look, you got a car. You got to give me a ride. If you give me a ride, I'll give you a rock. All right, we gave him a ride. He gets out of the car in West New York. About 3 minutes later, he comes running back, bleeding, with his hair pulled. I go, what happened? He goes, I went and robbed my sister. I mean, he was serious. He had Coke rocks for everybody. A chunk of his fucking hair. She caught him on the way out as he was pulling out of the window. And she just took. He was bleeding.
His sister. He robbed his sister through the window.
Oh my God, hysterical!
Oh my
this
God,
this is when cocaine was
savages.
king. This is '83, dog. At 3 a.m. You asked me for a ride. I gotta do what I gotta do. You know.
Think of how crazy that statement
This is fucking crazy,
Joey. I wish you could do your own Stand By Me, like Mayor. He's so great.
My fucking God, this is
Joey. Who is this? Why is this head so small?
When I got this picture, I nearly. Which one? The Filipino kid?
No, this guy on the left.
That kid's like a multi-gazillionaire now. His family owns a tow truck company in northern New Jersey, New York City. If so you get towed, his family is the one that owns it. I swear to God.
I believe you.
This is fucking crazy shit here.
I believe you.
It's fucking crazy, man.
So 1978?
Somebody sent me this yesterday while I was eating dinner.
Wow.
And I almost had a fucking heart attack.
That's
goes,
incredible.
Look what I found looking through yearbooks. And that's when I was an innocent. No, I was smoking dope then. I was no innocent then. I was smoking dope. I was finger banging people.
You could still be innocent.
Played hoops.
You could still be innocent and finger
It was
bang.
just me and my mom at the house. Yeah, I was okay. I wasn't crazy then.
I smoked my first reefer when I was 15. I ganked it from my dad, and I had no idea how strong it was. And we rolled a joint, and me and my friend Josh and this girl that I was dating, we smoked this shit, and we smoked way too much for 15-year-olds, or whatever we were. And we wound up waking up in various parts of the house, like blink. It's never happened to me before, but like blink, all of a sudden I'd be on the couch. Blink, all of a sudden I'd be in front of the refrigerator. Like blink, all the time in between the blinks, missing.
Wow.
Just arriving places. Like waking up in a bedroom.
No short-term memory.
Not just no short-term memory. It's like my tape gets cut. Like the events between those two did not exist. I get so high I had zero memory. So what I would think it was I got so high that I would say, you know what, I need to just get into the kitchen and maybe get something to eat and maybe it'll calm this down. So my brain spools up that it's got to figure out to remember to get to the kitchen to eat because I'm that high. And then in between during the walking, I forget everything.
Wow.
So then, boom, all of a sudden I wake up and I'm in front of the refrigerator going, what the fuck? And she was doing it too, my girlfriend at the time. And my friend was doing it. My friend Josh was doing it too. We were all fucking... It scared me off of weed for a long time. scared me off of weed for a long time. I didn't smoke weed again for several years after that.
The first time you get high, you really don't get that zonked. It's the second or third time, and then you're outside, you really start to understand it. You end up at a bowling alley buying a chocolate milk. You know, you sit next. That's why I went and ate. We had French fries and chocolate milk.
Have you ever had that happen where you felt like you woke up in places?
I remember the first 2 or 3 years, I just smoked, you know, like, Duncan, what are you doing Friday night? Nothing. My mom's leaving. Perfect. I'm going to call Joe. Will I come over with some weed? I don't know, bro. My brother found out last time. He's going to rat me out. All right, fuck it. We'll smoke in your yard, and we'll go and listen to Pink Floyd. The Wall. I mean, that's not even, the Wall wasn't even out yet. We listened to the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper. Like, that's it. Like, we get together and roll a joint. In those days, I used to have a glass. You went to East West, this head shop, and there was a tube. And it was like a flute with this open, but it had a hole. And you put the joint in there, and you put your finger at the end. Joe, light it. And you'd light the joint, and I'd suck it in, and I'd hold it back. And then it was like, that's it. That was your carburetor. When you smoked one of those, you got zonked. That was it. And then we'd sit around, and we'd all have money, you know, like, what do you want to do? How much you got? $1 a quarter. What do you got? $3. I got $4. Let's go to Nick's. And you walk to the pizza place, remember? And you just talk stupidity. And you look at each other. Do I look high? No. You think Nick will say I'm high? No. He's on, no, I'm high. Come on, do I look high? No. But Visine, it was tremendous. Then you had to get in the house and walk past your mother.
Yes.
And that was the night your mother decided to make cookies. So now you had to look and talk to her, whatever. That's why you smoke pot, dog. Because it brought something different to your life at 13. It made you feel fucking alive.
You're a fucking human being.